Welcome back to the show. So many industries, of course, impacted by the pandemic, and the barber shop, hair salon industry is no different. And we're going to introduce you right now to Christopher Lord. He is the owner of King's Own Barbershop. Christopher, welcome to the show. And let's start off talking a little bit about your background. How did you get involved in the industry?
Well, thank you so much for having me on, Derek. Appreciate the opportunity. I've been in the industry since 2016. Back when my daughter was going to be born in 2014, I was actually laid off from a communications job, and I didn't really have very many options. And I'd always been interested in the, barbering, as it were. So I decided to go to school,
Okay.
and here we are.
Nice. And
It's been a really cool journey.
And it's a great industry because it's a very social industry. I imagine you're the type of person, Christopher, that also loves people. So just talk to me about, what it's been like over the years and being able to connect with people and connect with your community.
Well, that's one of my favorite parts about my industry. You know what I mean? I've had the opportunity of cutting so many different people, celebrities, athletes, chefs, bartenders, doctors, lawyers, you name it. I've probably cut their hair. I also have strong ties to my community, you know what I mean? I like to give back quite a bit. I'm involved with Hair Donation Ottawa. I'm involved with the Shepherds of Good Hope through Street Dog Barbers. I cut hair for the less fortunate. These are all initiatives that are rooted right in our community here in Ottawa. And it's very important. I think it's very important to give back.
And you have, your own line of products there, and I understand that's part of your philanthropic philosophy as well, is that you're also donating portions of the proceeds of those products. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right. So I'm the founder and managing partner of King's Own Reserve. This is one of our products right here. This is a sweet bourbon. It's a beard balm. We've got 4 different products. We've got 3 beard balms, a beard wash, and for every product sold, we actually donate part of the proceeds to mental health initiatives and for the less fortunate. So that's been a really important piece to our business puzzle, as it were, and that's been around since 2018.
Christopher, I mentioned off the top this industry, your industry in particular. Look at the restaurant industry, local retail, and small businesses have been impacted a great deal. Tell us about the impact on your business.
Well, I opened in July of 2019, and the pandemic more or less hit March 2020. So it's been rolling lockdowns and quite a few restrictions. I've lost probably about $40,000 or $50,000. But the important part is that I'm still standing. I still have quite a bit of support in my city, in the community. So I'm very fortunate to still be standing. And I can't thank people enough for all their support and generosity. And I'm really hoping that we're going to be turning a new page here pretty soon. We just got to keep on keeping on, guys, and one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it seems like it's the only thing we can do, right? We're waiting until this this next stage comes in, and I know you're probably incredibly excited. Let's talk about the business in general, and what sets you apart, would you say, from other barbershops out there?
So King's Own Barbershop is a place where everybody gets treated like royalty, right? These are not 10-minute haircuts, 10-minute services. We really like to take our time with people, like to get to know people. The consultation is of paramount importance. I'm not just going to sit somebody down and just go right to it. You know what I mean? I like to figure out what it is my guests want out of the experience. What it is they'd like to have happen, whether that be a haircut or a beard trim or what have you. And every one of my services is also finished with a hot towel. So we use a bunch of hot foam around, the outline of the haircut, followed by a hot towel, which is going to open up all those pores, soften the hair and the skin, so that when I use my blade, it's not going to cause any irritation. It's more of an experience than your standard regular haircut, as it were.
Absolutely.
It's amazing, so much fun.
And if somebody's never done it before, just the hot towel treatment alone, you've got to do it. It's just one of the most wonderful experiences. Christopher, so what sort of health and safety protocols to put in place then for clients?
So I've always been an appointment-based barber since I opened, right? So every service is done one-on-one. People can book online at kingsownbarbershop.com. And I have a cleaning company come in regularly to deep clean my shop. And I've always held myself to a high standard when it comes to cleanliness and overall, sanitation practices, right? So we're always above board with that, always have been. You know what I mean? I make sure to always disinfect my tools before and after every service that I do. And again,
Right.
going back to what I was saying, it's one on one, right? So there's not very much overlap when it comes to the appointments because I leave a sufficient amount of time between appointments, right?
Yeah.
And it's always been like that, right? So it's a risk free environment.
Excellent. Christopher, congratulations on all your success so far, and a big thanks to the wonderful work you do for the community. Really appreciate you spending time with us today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, take care. Don't go away. Lots more Daytime Ottawa coming up right after this.